A major new lawsuit just dropped in the already explosive Alexander brothers sex trafficking trial, and this time it involves a reality TV star with a horrifying story. Tracy Tutor, a star of the Bravo reality show $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, filed a lawsuit Thursday accusing indicted luxury real estate agent Oren Alexander of drugging and sexually assaulting her over a decade ago. And the timing of this lawsuit, filed as the jury in the Alexander brothers criminal trial began deliberating, is making major headlines. Tutor sued Alexander, who is one of 3 brothers currently on trial in a federal sex trafficking case in U.S. District Court in New York City. The lawsuit states that Tutor is a victim of Oren Alexander's ruthless abuse of women. An attorney for Alexander has rejected Tutor's allegations, calling them false and accusing her of timing the lawsuit for maximum media impact. But the details in Tutor's lawsuit are disturbing and disturbingly similar to other allegations against the Alexander brothers. According to the suit, the incident happened in 2014 at a dinner in New York City. The dinner was pitched to Tutor as a networking and recruitment event to work with a top real estate broker at a Los Angeles office. In other words, this was supposed to be a professional business meeting about her career. Tutor alleges in the suit that Alexander drugged her drink at that Manhattan dinner. She says she blacked out and that a friend found her in a men's bathroom stall with Alexander kissing her and his shirt open. The lawsuit accuses Alexander of sexually assaulting her in that restroom. Tutor also alleges that she woke up in someone else's hotel room and was sexually assaulted, though she does not name that person in the lawsuit. The implication is that she was so drugged that she doesn't have complete memory of what happened or who was involved. This lawsuit was filed as the 3 Alexander brothers, Oren, his twin Alon, and their older brother Tal, await a jury's verdict in their federal trial on charges that include sex trafficking. The jury in that case began deliberating Thursday, the same day Tutor's lawsuit was filed. All 3 brothers have pleaded not guilty. Oren Alexander's attorney, Jason Goldman, had strong words about the timing. He said, "Miss Tutor and her counsel have timed the filing of this salacious and demonstrably false lawsuit for maximum media impact, choosing the eve of jury deliberations in the federal trial, despite the fact that the allegations are more than a decade old and have already been aired publicly." So, according to the defense, Tutor's allegations have already been made public before, but she's filing this formal lawsuit now to influence the jury or grab media attention during the trial. That's the defense's narrative. But here's what we know about the criminal case the Alexander brothers are facing. Prosecutors have accused the 3 brothers of working together
and with others to repeatedly drug, sexually assault, and rape women over the course of a decade. The alleged pattern spans from 2010 to 2021. The 3 were charged by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan in December 2024. The office said at the time that they engaged in sex trafficking and conspired using their wealth and status to prey on innocent women, coercing them into engaging in sexual acts. James E. Dennehy, then the FBI assistant director in charge of the New York office, said at the time that the brothers used their wealth and status to target victims. So Tutor's allegations fit the pattern prosecutors have described: a woman invited to what seemed like a professional event, drugged and sexually assaulted by Oren Alexander. The detail about being found in a men's bathroom stall with him is particularly damning if there's a witness who can corroborate that. Tal Alexander and Oren Alexander are prominent real estate brokers who made their names selling luxury properties in Miami and New York City. We're talking multi-million-dollar penthouses and estates to celebrities and ultra-wealthy clients. Alon Alexander is an executive at a private security company owned and operated by the family. These are men with money, power, and connections in elite circles, and according to prosecutors, they allegedly used all of that to target, drug, and assault women for over a decade. Tutor's lawsuit alleges that Oren Alexander committed a crime of violence motivated by gender under New York law. It also alleges a violation under the Trafficking Victims Protection and Reauthorization Act, saying Oren Alexander enticed her to come to New York City where he assaulted her. The fact that the lawsuit mentions trafficking law is significant. It's not just a sexual assault claim. She's saying he lured her across state lines under false pretenses to assault her, which falls under trafficking statutes. Tracy Tutor isn't some random person making anonymous allegations. She's a successful real estate agent herself and a reality TV personality with a public profile. Filing this lawsuit means putting her name and her story out there for the world to scrutinize. That takes courage, especially when you're accusing powerful, wealthy men with the resources to fight back aggressively. The defense calling her allegations salacious and false and pointing out they're a decade old is a common playbook, but many sexual assault survivors wait years or even decades to come forward, especially when their alleged attackers have power and resources. And the question of timing, yes, this was filed as the jury began deliberating in the criminal trial, but couldn't that also be because Tudor sees this as her moment when there's finally public attention on the Alexander brothers' alleged pattern of behavior, when she's not the only voice, but one of many? The jury in the federal sex trafficking trial is deliberating now. If they come back with guilty verdicts, the Alexander brothers could face decades in prison, and Tudor's civil lawsuit, regardless of the criminal trial outcome, will proceed separately in federal court. For Tracy Tutor, filing this lawsuit means reliving trauma from 2014 and facing intense public scrutiny. For the Alexander brothers, it's another accusation in a mounting pile of allegations about a decade-long pattern of abusing women. The truth will come out in both cases, the criminal trial and this civil lawsuit, and we'll be watching closely to see how both unfold.
As a single mom, your support means everything to me. Please subscribe for more updates and stories like this. Thank you.